Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
I was talking to my brother. I was talking to my brother and we were hanging out with some of his friends and he was like, Noor, please tell them the story of when you passed out and peed yourself during judo class. And I told them the story and they were dying. So I figured, you know what? It's pretty embarrassing, but honestly, my pain is your pleasure. So let me tell you what happened. Let me set the scene. It was high school. It wasn't in school. I went to like after school, like an actual like real judo class. I was doing judo first few days, class was fine, everything was good. And then the day came where we had to do this thing where it was like there was a person like bending over like this, and I had to flip over them and land on my feet. So there was like a bunch of people in front of me and everybody was flipping and landing, flipping. Some people were flipping and falling, but they were falling, they were getting back up and everything was fine. Well, I tried to do the flip once, and then I got scared and then I didn't do the flip, and then I tried to do it again and I almost did it and then I stopped, and then the instructor and people were like, come on, Noor, you can do this, like come on, third time's the charm, third time's the charm. Well, third time was not the charm. The third time I'm like, go for it, and I flipped. I don't know what the hell happened. I think I landed on my neck or my head weird because I passed out. I remember like attempting the flip, being in the air, and then it blacks out, and then all I remember after that is waking up face down and feeling an odd warm sensation in my nether regions. Once I'm coming, like waking up and coming to, my eyes are still closed, right? And I'm like slowly opening my eyes and like, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? As soon as I wake up and like start looking around, everybody's responding like, oh, she's awake, she's awake, she's awake. Then an odor hits me. It smells like urine. And then the smell and the warm sensation start to create a sense of panic. And it dawns on me, I pissed my pants. I passed out, and in the process of passing out, I pissed myself. I'm face down flat on the judo mat. Everybody's around me. I've now realized that I've pissed my pants. And the smell is pretty noticeable. I can't be the only one who notices the smell, but nobody's saying anything about the smell. Thank God. Sorry, I have to deal with the shame and the embarrassment, but it's okay. I'm like, well, I can't get up right now. Why? I'm not gonna get up. It's bad enough I just passed out doing a flip that nobody else had any issues doing. Even when they fell, they didn't crush off, but I did. So I'm like, you need to call my mom. I need to call. I decide, well, I can't get up, so I have to fake an injury right now. So I'm like, I can't move, my back, and they're like trying to roll me over. They're trying to do different stuff, and I keep acting like, oh my God, okay. And I feel like the instructor may have known what I was doing, and I'm sure the smell as well. So they were all sort of playing along with me, or maybe they believed me. I don't know. I never went back. So it took like what felt like 7 years for them to call and my mom to get there. My mom comes, and I gave her the fright of her life. So now she thinks I'm paralyzed, and you know, they want to call 911 or whatever. And as soon as she comes in, I'm like, mama come, and I whisper like, I'm fine, but I peed myself and I'm so embarrassed. As I'm whispering and telling her that, my mom, which has the sense of smell of a hound dog, okay, she's approaching me disgusted. She's already like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, Mom, peed my pants. Don't tell anyone. Of course, a crowd is forming as I'm trying to whisper to my mom that I wet myself and I'm not injured, and she's wincing and being like, huh, what, huh, what? And I just wanted the ground to swallow me up and eat me whole. So then she's like, okay, she finally gets it, right? So she's like, what do you want to do? So I'm like, I don't know what we need to do, but I have to like walk out behind you, because I was afraid there was like a whole, you know, stain. I can't believe I'm telling the whole internet this story. Yeah, so I can't just, like, I need to walk out of there behind her, but I can't just get up after this whole theatrics of me being paralyzed, basically. So I'm like, okay, we have to pretend like I'm slowly getting caught up, but at the same time, I don't want anyone there. So I'm telling my mom, like, I want people to leave. I want people to leave. And she goes, my mom is the real MVP. She goes, just start crying and I'll tell them to go. So I start trying to fake cry to make people feel like they need to get away from me. Meanwhile, I'm sure they want to get away because they can smell the pee. So I'm like, oh, my bag. And my mom's like, it's okay, it's okay. Keep in mind, she is this close to gagging the whole time. She's going. I start crying, and my mom goes, please give us some space. I'm here, I'm okay. We're gonna see if she can walk now. If she can't walk, then we'll call the ambulance. Because at the time I was telling them, don't call the ambulance, just call my mom, because I knew if they called the ambulance they were gonna roll me over and everybody was gonna see. So I was like, it just hurts. I think I can move. I just want my mom. So she's like, get away, you know, she needs some space, she needs some air, she needs some space. And I'm fake crying with no tears. And just the instructor comes in and he's like, give her some space. And he's like fanning. And my mom's like, could you just back up just a little bit? I think she's a little embarrassed. So they're like, okay, so they go. And then my mom was like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up and walk behind me. And then she goes in my ear and she goes, do not touch me with your uniform. And I'm like, wow, that's some tough love. So I have to do this whole theatrics of how it's difficult for me to get up. I'm like leaning and holding and doing all this drama. At the same time, I am just sticking to her. So this is her back and this is my front, and I'm just sticking to her, and she is trying to get away from me because she doesn't want me to touch her with my pea-stained judo uniform. I cannot explain to you the way it was like I was desperate. She's like, put your hands on my shoulders. I get up, she stands me up, and then I'm like, you know, I'm like holding her shoulders and I'm walking, and she's like, don't get too close. And then as we walk out, so here I am, I'm walking away. Everyone's like, I hope you're okay, Nora, I hope you're okay, whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, I am never coming back here again. I don't think I would even go to that neighborhood ever again. So then I get out and we're walking. We get to the car. Now my mom was like, wait. You soiled yourself. I can't put you in the car. And I'm thinking, really? Your own flesh and blood, like the car? And she's like, nobody told you to do judo. Nobody told you to piss your pants. You could have just said you didn't want to do the flip. We need to figure out something. So you need to stand here while I figure out something. So she goes and she has a little tissue box in the car. And when I tell you, she took out every tissue in the box until it was empty and had this paper thin layer of like 60 million tissues on the seat. And she's like, okay, now you can sit. And I sit on it and they're immediately sticking to me. So long story short, I go home, I shower, I felt better. I had a little crook in my neck. I didn't actually go to the doctor that day. The next day I still had a crook in my neck and I went to the doctor and everything was fine after that. And every time I see a judo place, the memories flash back and I smell the smell of my own urine. It's really traumatizing. I am very proud to say I've never pissed my pants since high school. So, you know, some people stop at, you know, toddler age. I'm a late bloomer. That is my story time. I pissed my pants in public. I hope you guys like this story time video. It's a little bit different. I haven't done a story time before, but if you do like it, let me know. I have another story time I was thinking of doing. It's the They're all embarrassing, by the way. It's the time that I assaulted and falsely accused a stranger of theft. Not my best moment. If you're interested or want to hear that other story time, let me know. I would gladly share that story with you guys.
Thanks for watching.